Dan Illman here with the DRF race of the day for Monday, September the 11th. It's race number 3 at Assiniboia Downs, a high-level optional claimer going a 2-turn mile. Let's take a look at this field. Please click or scan the QR code for race of the day access on mobile, which includes free Formulator past performances. This race is the kickoff leg of the 20-cent ASD Jackpot Pick 5. Already we have a carryover of over $75,000 into that Pick 5 wager. Also, race number 4 at the Downs on Monday is the first leg of the popular $1 Pick 4 with a $50,000 guaranteed pool. Some nice horses in our race of the day, but I think the Timeform US pace projector is going to sum it up best. The key to this race could very well be the pace. You'll notice the blue bar scenario, which favors pace setters on Timeform US's pace projector, with the 2 Del Vecchio expected to get to the lead. And Del Vecchio last time out at this distance against restricted stakes horses was able to get to the front, back down the pace, sprinted on home, and earned a very strong 77 Beyer speed figure. That trip is potentially available to him once again on Monday evening, and if he does get that trip, he could be very dangerous. Your morning line favorite, however, is the number 1 Explosive. He's 8-5 on the line, and he's a fairly consistent runner. One thing to consider about Explosive, however, he's yet to win a race on a faster track. He's 0 for 9 on fast dirt, he's 1 on wet, and he's 1 on synthetic, but he was the beaten favorite last time out, and maybe he would be compromised if the pace is slow. He appears to be the kind of horse that, at least last time out, came from the back of the pack, and maybe he's more comfortable at that juncture. In the past, he's shown the ability to stay close to even sprint fractions, so perhaps Explosive will attempt to be closer to the pace this time around, but he's on a bit of a losing streak. He's lost his last 4 starts, and that little bugaboo, the elephant in the room, is he's yet to win a race on fast dirt. He has run well on the surface, however, earning the 77 Beyer speed figure 3 starts back. If he runs back to that race, he's obviously a logical contender. I'm just not sure I would take 8-5. If he drifts up, he becomes a little bit more appealing to me. The 2 is Del Vecchio. We're going to watch his most recent start. It was his first race off of the claim. They stretched him out from 5.5 furlongs to a mile. He showed excellent early speed, and as we see, he was simply much the best on this night. He wins by open lengths. He got a very strong Beyer. He's a horse that likes to win races, and he might be controlling the pace once again. He's 5-2 on the morning line. That seems like a very fair price, and he looks like a strong contender. He's the kind of horse that is capable of Beyering regularly in the 70s, and a number like that might be good enough to win yet again. Keep an eye on Del Vecchio, especially if you believe he's going to make an easy early lead. Gray Admiral is the number 3. Seems like a nice fit at this level. He's won 13 times in his career, and 2 starts back, they stretched him out to this mile distance, and he was the one to take advantage of an easy lead. He got to the front, the pace wasn't overly fast, and he was able to sprint on home. Now, they cut him back to 6 furlongs last time out, and maybe those route races dulled his speed a little bit because he was outrun early. The pace was fast. It's set up for a horse like Gray Admiral, and he came on in the end to finish a pretty good third. I think the horses he faced that evening a little bit better than the ones that he's going to be in against on Monday. So he's getting a little bit of class relief, and perhaps most importantly, he is stretching it back out to the mile, which I think is going to be good for him. He is likely to show a lot more tactical speed this time around. Courageous is the number 4. He's going to be a big price in this race. I couldn't find an excuse for his most recent start. The pace was glacial in that 7 furlong event. Courageous was up close to it. He tired very badly. His current form is not very good right now. If you go back, he has shown some races way back that make him competitive with these kind of horses, but he's going to have to find that form. He will be a big price for those that believe. Let's watch Gallant Oak's most recent race. He finished ahead of 3 of these horses in this event going a mile, and it was a race where he ran his usual solid effort. He sat off the pace. He came with a good run to finish second. That, unfortunately, has been the story of Gallant Oak's career. He's run so well since he's come up to the Downs. He's admirable and consistent. 7 starts. He's hit the board in all of them, but 5 of them were second-place finishes, and 9 of his 27 lifetime starts have been second-place finishes. He's 3-1 on the line with very competitive form recently. He needs to probably improve his Beyer slightly, but he is the kind of horse that's pace adaptable. I think he's going to be hustled out of there, find a spot maybe sitting third just off the lead while in the clear, and he should have a fair chance at this at about the 5/16 pole or so. Gallant Oak showed last time out he can compete with these sort of horses. Van Glider completes the field. This horse ran fourth last time out. He was behind Gallant Oak. He saved ground that day to no avail. He did win 3 starts back when he got a pretty good trip, stalking a little bit of a pace battle and firing on home. He's a horse that occasionally will pop at a price. When he did win 3 starts back, he was 12-1. He's likely going to be a good price yet again. I'm a little bit concerned about the race shape for him. I think he is more of a stalking, closing type that could be compromised if the pace is slow. Another horse that might need a little bit of a buyer boost. Before we get to my top selections, please click the subscribe button on the Daily Racing Form YouTube channel for the latest DRF videos. Top pick time, I'm going to go with Gray Admiral. I think he's getting a little bit of class relief. I like the fact that he's stretching back out to the mile. I like the fact that he's tactical enough to sit close to the pace, and he should be a fair price on the tote. So he'll be my top selection in Monday's Race of the Day at the Downs. Best of luck.